This is the speaking test of the International English Language Testing System. Hello, good afternoon. My name is Elif Mümin. Can you please tell me your full name?
My full name is Selman Saka.
And what should I call you?
You can call me Selman.
Thank you. Can I see your identification, please, Selman?
Here it is.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Right, in the first part of the interview, I'm going to ask you some questions about yourself.
Yeah.
So, let's talk about what you do. Do you work or study?
Actually, I work.
And what do you do?
I work as a receptionist at a hotel.
Do you enjoy it?
Yes, because I meet new people and I gain new experiences.
So, what are your future plans?
Well, my future plans, firstly, I'd like to pursue my career as a front office clerk, and then I'd like to be promoted where I work. Also, I maybe as an alternative, I may visit other countries and work there.
Thank you. Now, let's talk about your hometown. Is your hometown a good place to live?
Well, I've been living in Istanbul for almost 15 years, but I used to live in my hometown until I was 21. So it's a really good place to live because there are a lot of things to do. It's a highly improved and developed city because it's one of the main cities of Black Sea region of Turkey. So, and also living there is highly affordable, and it doesn't cost much for households. So, and also, yeah, that's a good place to live.
Thank you. What sort of jobs do people do in your hometown?
Well, my hometown is not as industrious as the western cities of Turkey. However, it's a big city, so there are almost more than 1 million people. So there are a lot of there are wide variety of things to do. But mostly, I can say that people engage in service industries. So they work in restaurants, hotels, or moreover, there are also industrial areas where people work as workers or technicians.
Thank you. In which part of your hometown do most people live?
Well, in the past, people used to live in the city center because it was the main area of the city where people mostly gather. But these days, they mostly live in the residential areas of Samsun, which is called as Atakum and to Turkish. So people mostly move to residential areas as the so it's sprawled along the coast.
Thank you. And where did you play in your hometown when you were a child?
Well, as far as I remember, when I was a child, I used to play in the playgrounds and also empty areas such as Peaceful Land, where you can just go and enjoy your time with your friends. But mostly, wherever we could find, we just played some games like football or other children games.
Thank you. Now, let's move on to talk about films.
Yeah.
Which film from your childhood do you remember most?
Well, the film I remember most from my childhood is Problem Child. As far as I remember, my father took me to cinema when I was just 6 or 7 years old. So, and I went there with him, and the screen was really big, and the Problem Child was a real kind of problem because it was. He was just a noisy and spoiled boy, and he used to look like a good-mannered child, but then he changed and became a spoiled one, and we really enjoyed and laughed a lot while we were watching it. So the movie was really hilarious.
And what's your favorite film now?
Well, while I used to enjoy children movies naturally when I was younger, these days I'm really keen on watching action movies like John Wick or Shotgun. So, but I can name Shotgun as my favorite one because Shotgun, Tom Cruise starred in Shotgun, and it's a kind of military movie which depicts and describes the challenges and the competition between the pilots in the army. So Tom Cruise is kind of colonel or a major, and there are lieutenants which he supervises and just trains them. So it's a really it's like a competition between the pilots, and also the sounds of jets and the flying and taking part in very challenging missions was very enjoyable.
Thank you. Now I'm going to give you a topic, and I'd like you to talk about it for 1 to 2 minutes.
Yes.
You have 1 minute to plan what you're going to say, and you can make notes if you wish. Do you understand?
I do.
So here is your paper and pencil.
Yes.
And this is your topic. So I'd like you to describe an interesting place that you have visited as a tourist.
Yes. Okay.
Thank you. Okay. Now you have 1 to 2 minutes for this, so don't worry if I stop you.
Yes.
I'll tell you when the time is up. Could you please start speaking now?
Yeah. You wanted me to describe an interesting place that I visited as a tourist, and to that aim, I'd like to talk about my visit to Sarajevo, which is a city of Bosnia and Herzegovina. So Sarajevo is the capital city of Bosnia and Herzegovina, that is situated in Europe. Also, we name it like a Balkan state. So we just wanted to visit there to see the new places, and also our ancestors had lived there before the republic was established. So it was an interesting place to visit. So we just wanted to visit there as a semester holiday with my colleagues from the university. So we just wanted to visit there for 3 days. So we just hop on the plane, and also we just hired a van there to travel the places easily. So what we did there, we did a lot of things there, but we especially ate and drank the local traditional food, and also we just wanted to try new tastes like javabi, börek, or mantı, mantı is kind of food which is a stuffed meat. So we really enjoyed the traditional food, and also we visited some villages, especially Pochitel, which is kind of famous there. So with this mezzanine or is parquet stones, so it was kind of beautiful things. And also we had a really, why I enjoyed a lot is that we saw the Ottoman mosques and buildings there, which are the monuments of the different cities. So it was kind of great to see them, and also just feel the history there.
Thank you. Can I have the paper and the pencil, please?
Yes, here you are.
Now, you have been telling me about an interesting place that you visited as a tourist.
Yeah.
In the final 5 minutes of this test, I'd like to ask you some general questions related to this.
Yeah.
Let's talk about places that tourists visit in general. What areas of town or city do you think that tourists often like to visit?
Well, tourists mostly keen on visiting tourist attractions firstly. For example, if you visit Istanbul, the first place you go to is Eminönü, where tourist attractions are accumulated, and they just want to see the monuments of the city, landmarks of its history. So they generally like to visit tourist attractions. However, if they are visiting a place in summer, they generally like to go to beaches.
Thank you. And how important is it for local governments to look after popular tourist attractions?
Well, it has an utmost importance for local authorities and governments to take care of the popular holiday destinations or tourist attractions, because the tourists generally visit there as they wonder about what they are going to see. So they should take care of the buildings, their maintenance, also should allocate resources to keep them neat, and also keep them like they should look attractive.
Thank you. And some people think that they shouldn't pay to visit attractions such as museums and galleries. What do you think?
Well, I don't agree, because they should pay for the visiting galleries and museums, because these places need to be taken care of by the local authorities. So if the tourists are visiting these places, why do local people need to pay for taxes for it? So they should pay some amount of money, but this can be with affordable prices, because not getting too much money from the tourists is a good local etiquette or the host country.
Thank you. What can local people do to help tourists enjoy their visit?
Well, the first thing they would do could be to helping them while they are navigating the city or the town. For example, they can just teach them where to eat their traditional cuisine, and where they can enjoy their time, and also where they can find the cheapest places, because the tourists or holiday makers are generally look for the places where they can eat and drink with more reasonable prices. Moreover, they can just teach them the local customs and the culture of that city or town, because also they should be respectful, and also they should learn the etiquette of this town.
Thank you. And Salman, what do you think about how tourists should behave when they're in a different country?
Well, they should definitely behave them in a respectful way, because they are just visiting a new city or town, but they are just they are there in for just 4 or 5 days, maybe a week or 2 weeks. So, but they are going to be living there. But local people will always be there, and also they have been living there for a long time. So they should respect them, respect their culture, and apply to and obey the norms and the standards of this city. And most important, they should just keep them clean, and shouldn't throw their garbage, or shouldn't damage to the environment.
Thank you. What can tourists learn from visiting new places?
Well, the first thing they would learn would be the culture and the language of that city or touristic place, because whenever they visit a new city or town, they just learn a new culture, new understanding, or new kind of manners and attitudes. So they can learn how people behave each other, or how they speak or behave to each other there, and they can compare the cultural differences and also learn the new things there. Moreover, mostly tourists generally eat and drink there, and they can learn the traditional cuisine and the local folk music, or the other things where are the remarkable things of that country or place.
Thank you very much. That's the end of the speaking test.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Goodbye.
Bye.